So I'm really excited for the Many Worlds of Lucid Dreaming conference, and you are going to be giving a presentation. Can you tell me a little bit about what it's going to be?
Yeah, the presentation is on sacred geometry in lucid dreams, and that kind of covers the basics of geometry like circles, squares, and triangles, but also gets into more complex forms like platonic solids or spirals or branching fractals and how these appear in lucid dreams and the kind of patterns that we see in lucid dreams with geometry.
That's awesome. I love that. And what's one key takeaway that you want people to take away from your presentation?
Well, for me, I've noticed in lucid dreams, these type of patterns, they seem to take on more of a central theme or image of the dream than in other dreams. And I'm curious to see what other people's experiences are with these. For me, I think what I came out of many lucid dreams with geometry is understanding the sort of the fractal nature of reality and the connection between all of us and everything. And hopefully that's what people can see in theirs as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've had some interesting dream experiences with pretty fractal images and things like that. And I've always been fascinated by that because of how like math and sacred geometry is so ingrained in everything around us, even in nature. That's always been very mind-blowing how perfectly everything is set up. So I'm really excited for that topic. It sounds really cool. How long have you been lucid dreaming?
Lucid dreaming a very long time. The first time I ever remember having lucid dreams, I was a young child, but the first time I learned about what lucid dreams actually are was I was probably 10 or 11, and I saw something on TV. It was like a news magazine showing that they had a topic of lucid dreams one night. And that's the first time I had heard the term or realized that I could have some influence on the dream. And that night I had a lucid dream, and I think it's probably the first one that I had. Um, it's probably my first flying lucid dream that I can recall. And then as a teenager, that's when Stephen LaBerge came up with, his first book was published when I was a teenager, and I read that, and I became really fascinated at that point, and um, just been kind of lucid dreaming ever since. So.
That's awesome. Do you have any specific techniques that really helped you along the way?
Yeah, I mean, I've tried them all at one point or another, but one of them that I particularly liked, I started this one a few years back when I was participating in a lucid dream study, and is the idea of meditating when you wake up in the middle of the night for maybe 15 or 20 minutes or so. And I found that it really worked. I mean, my lucid dreams, they definitely increased when I would meditate during the middle of the night. Um, I also really like the spontaneous ones. To me, there's something a little bit different about when I'm pursuing a lucid dream versus when one comes to me and just tells me what it is that I need to know. But yeah, I like the meditation idea when I'm looking to induce one.
Yeah, that's awesome. Really cool. And last question, do you have any advice for new lucid dreamers that haven't had any natural lucid dreams yet and maybe are looking to get started with the practice?
Yeah, though one of the things that I've learned from my experience with lucid dreams was that even if I am aware that I'm dreaming, I still can bring a lot of ego into the dream. And so when I've become lucid, like probably in the last 20 years or so, the most common thing I do with my lucid dreams now is instead of going into the dream with an idea of what I want to do, I'll ask the dream to show me what I need to see or something along those lines. Or sometimes I'll just meditate in the dream or just observe the dream unfold. And what the dream shows me has never been what I anticipated that it would. So, just kind of be open to what the dream wants to show you instead of always going in with an idea of what you want to get out of the dream.
Yeah, I love that. I definitely can relate to that. That's kind of how I've evolved as well as a lucid dreamer. And I've found that when I just observe the dream, I actually get a lot of powerful results from that. So awesome.
Exactly. And that's where a lot of those geometric images have come from for me as well as during those times when I'll say, show me what I need to see, and I'll see some kind of interesting geometric pattern show up.
That's cool. And when you see these this sacred geometry within your lucid dreams. What do you make of that, and what does that mean to you?
What's interesting is that since I've been seeing them more in lucid dreams, how much more I recognize them out in the waking world. You know, I see trees differently or waves differently or rivers or whatever it is, and just understanding the interconnectedness of everything makes more sense when you see it this way. It's like it's breaking down something that seems complex into something much simpler.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I'm looking forward to your presentation. I'll be presenting as well, so I'll see you there online. And yeah, that's all the questions I had today. So thanks for chatting.
Well, thanks. I look forward to seeing your presentation as well and to meeting other lucid dreamers online.